Hi, this is Teresa Widowson, and I'm here today at the MHAT TV studio in beautiful downtown Morgan Hill. And I'm here today to interview Jaso with the Poppy Jasper Film Festival. So here I am with Jay. Jay, thank you so much for joining me today. Really appreciate it.
It's a pleasure. I love community television.
You do?
I do, absolutely. It's one of America's undiscovered and underutilized resources.
Well, I hope not so long to be undiscovered. Hopefully people are discovering us more and more. You know, we actually had a conflict with the TV studio today because we had two programs that wanted to be filmed at the same time. Is that great news or what?
Well, that's terrific news. Overscheduling, overbooking.
I know. It's what we've been waiting
and it's
for.
Community
it's what we've been
television.
dreaming about. Yes, so we're all happy.
Good.
But so you're here to talk about the Poppy Jasper Film Festival.
I'm here to talk about the film festival.
Well, first tell me, what's your role in the festival? What do you do?
Well, first of all, I'm co-founder of the film festival, and I came up with the name only because we wanted people to take something away from Morgan Hill. And what better thing to take away from Morgan Hill than a piece of Poppy Jasper? And my role is as the marketing director. So I head up the marketing team along with Victoria Battison, and we get the word out about the film festival to everyone and anyone that we can, including through your community television program.
So you do the posters and the website?
We do the posters, we do the website. We've got some promos running at movie screens. I think we've got them out on 57 screens across the greater Silicon Valley.
Oh, that's great.
We do radio, television. We do not television, but we have done some radio promotional ads. And we are doing everything we can to get the word out about the film festival. That's
great. Now, you said you want everyone to take a little bit of the Poppy Jasper home with them. What the heck is Poppy Jasper?
When I say that, what I mean, Poppy Jasper is a semi-precious gemstone that's found only in Morgan Hill.
Only here?
Only here. And what we want people to do is at least get a glimpse of it. And also, if we have people that win, those that do win awards are going to have a piece of Poppy Jasper embedded into the award. And so...
so they really do take a piece of Morgan Hill home with them?
Oh, they do. Absolutely.
Does it come in do you give them a little piece of the rock in their, little welcome bag?
That's actually a good idea. One of our marketing people suggested that to us. And she said, we need to do that. We need to give like a piece of jewelry for the women, for the men, maybe like a little keepsake of some kind.
What was the first year that it was around?
Well, the first year was 6 years ago.
Okay.
Actually, this is our 7th year. So we started out with a really vibrant community team. Volunteers, people just like yourself, who said that they wanted to be involved with the film festival. And since that time, we've grown some in terms of volunteers. We've lost some. People go on to other things in life. But what has happened now in the last couple of years is we've begun to regroup many of those volunteers and also bring on new people. Our marketing team is just really great. We've got 10 people on that marketing team.
Wow.
I think before it was just myself. And then 2 years ago, there were 2 of us, Victoria and myself, and now we've got 10 people helping out with that.
That's great. So the volunteers are growing, and I'm assuming the number of films submitted, has that grown?
The number of films has grown. It helped that Movie Maker magazine last year call us one of the top 25 film festivals in the country.
No way.
Way.
Wow.
Yes, way. And it was great because one of the things that happened from that is that we got more entries. And we got, I think we picked up people from a couple of countries that hadn't been here before. It's a worldwide film festival. We get short films from around the world, and we have had other people from other countries attending the film festival.
What was their criteria that they used to pick the top 25, you said?
Yes.
And that's in the nation or in the world?
In the nation.
In the nation, okay.
I think what they were looking for is they were looking for unusual film festivals. They were looking for film festivals that had some kind of special connection, some type of special community feature to it. And what we do, I think, better than anyone else is that we try, and I think we do a good job of it, is connecting the filmmaker with producers, editors, sound people, graphics specialists from Hollywood. And so we've had people that come from Hollywood to participate in the festival. The first year we had John Bruno. The name may not ring a bell with you, but John Bruno won an Oscar for special effects on, I think, The Abyss.
Oh, I like that movie.
Yeah.
I saw that.
And here's a guy who's done special effects.
Hill.
He came to Morgan Hill. He loved Morgan Hill. The second year we had Victor Miller, Victor Miller, again, a name you may not recognize, but here's one of the crafts people who crafts films. He made the first Friday the 13th film.
Oh, that was a good movie too.
And it took off. It became a franchise. Of course, he wrote the first screenplay.
How many have they made now? Like 50?
Oh, well, I've counted 12. So there may be more.
I know I'm
than
exaggerating, but it feels like a lot.
It feels like a lot, yeah. But what has happened is the number of films has grown. I've lost count of how many films we get. The participants from other countries have grown. We've had other people come from other countries at various times. The films that have come from other countries have also grown in terms of the number of films from other countries. I think another thing that's happened is a variety of films. People are just coming up with these great little story ideas. And I got to tell you, if you don't think you can tell a story in 2 minutes, you have not seen a short film, because people tell stories in 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, up to 30 minutes. We allow up to 30 minutes of film. So
you mentioned there were really short movies, like 2 minutes. What about genres? What are the different genres that you get?
The genres would be such as horror movies, special effects, animation, comedy, documentaries. I think we even created a category called special effects. So we've done that in the past. Now, I'm not sure if all those categories are the categories that we have, but I do know we've got horror, we've got drama, we've got documentary, we've got comedy for this year.
Wow, that's great. Well, I think actually mentioning all these different genres, we're going to now see one. So we're going to check that film out right now.
You're the best girlfriend ever.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Wait, Tyler, I love you. I love you. Do you love me?
I love you? I love you? Love you means like, I love you. Man, can I lie to her? Am I a bad person? Oh, but I really want to have sex. Sex. Oh, it's never gonna work anyway, though. And she's a Christian, I'm a Jew. Catherine. Catherine! I love Jews.
You love me? You love me?
I love Jews. I love Jews. I love Jews. I love Jews.
Really?
From the moment I met you, I knew I loved Jews. I love Jews more than life itself. I just love them so much.
Them?
Jews.
Babe, I thought you were embarrassed by me, but now...
Come here. I love Jews!
Oh, I love you too.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Oh my God, I'm gonna get laid.
What?
I love Jews, baby.
You love Jews?
I love Jews.
You've been saying you love Jews this whole time? Say I love Jews. Say I love Jews.
I love you.
Olive juice. That's so third grade, buddy.
Wait. I said it. I love you. Oh my God, I love you. I love you. This is so incredible. I really mean it. I love you. Whoa!
Tyler! Are you okay?
All I wanted to do was you.
You want to vacuum?
Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed that short film. We're back here with Jay. What's the general process for how you pick from all these films?
The films are jurred. We have a panel of jurors who sees every film. And from those films, they decide which films and which categories those films fall into. you may think that somebody could look at something and say, well, that's actually comedy, but it actually may be like more of a horror film with a little bit of a comedic twist to it.
Like a dramedy or something.
Something like, I just learned a new word. So something like that. And so you really don't know until the jurors tell us, this is what we have. This is the number of films that we feel would be of the quality that we want to show in Morgan Hill. And this is the variety that we have.
So do you pick from, do you try to get a wide variety of different types of films based on, maybe you get, I'm just making stuff up. Let's say you get 10 films that are horror, and you really want to show one for a horror category, but, they all stink. Do you still make a horror category?
Well, I got to tell you, I don't know that we've ever gotten a film that stinks.
Oh, good. That's good.
Because these filmmakers, by the time they submit a film for this, they know it's a pretty good film. They've thought it out. They've got the effects in there. They've got everything laid out. It may not be as good as some of the other films that we select, but the films are really, sometimes it's a struggle because you've got a really great film, and this year we're going to have 47 films.
Wow. In
previous years we've had 38, we've had 46, we've had 42. I don't know that we're ready to go beyond that 50 mark, only because part of it is you've got to have the screens to show them on.
Well, the logistics of you want to give people a chance to see one. If they can't make that time, maybe you show it another day.
Yes,
then
that's correct.
Add more. That's just like going to turn into a 2-month film festival.
Right. That'd be good.
Yeah.
So about 50 films is where we're at right now. And certainly we'd be open to expanding another day if things work out that way. But what we see is that the quality of the films is really great. People are really using their imaginations. They're using technology. They're learning from what other people are doing. Unknown films are getting to the box office now and making a killing. And so people are thinking, wow, maybe I may be the next, big hit out there.
Right. Well, like the Blair Witch. And then what was that one they just was kind of like the Blair Witch about the people that were in the bed, and like the whole thing was almost shot in their bedroom.
I heard. I can't remember the name, but I heard about that.
Yeah,
one.
Obsession or so. That's not it. Oh, that was it. Paranormal Activity.
Which one was that?
That was
in the bed,
the bedroom thing. But it was. They've made it for. I'm making up a number, but like a small amount of money, and they made tons of money. I hear they have a sequel.
Oh, they did. Okay, or the one that was shot with a video phone. On video phone only.
Oh, I haven't heard about that one.
On cell phone.
Oh.
You probably saw the movie.
I know they did Cloverfield, which looked like they did it on a cell phone.
Oh, that was it. That's one thing about it.
Oh, that was it? Okay, yeah.
It may not have been done all on cell phones.
No, but it had that.
Purportedly it was.
Yeah, we're still rolling. You've made a selection of which films are going to be entered in, or which ones are going to be shown.
Yes, that's right.
Do you have categories for winners? Do you have any prizes for the entries?
Yes, we do. We have a prize. Well, the prize is recognition. We put that film on our website. We issue press releases announcing the winners. Also, the winners are able to take that and leverage it into other film festivals.
Oh,
so really, in a way, it's like a stepping stone. As they use this to say, we won in this category at the Poppy Jasper Film Festival. And so that makes other festivals take note. I mean, we do that. If a film has won somewhere else.
Right. You really want to show it here.
Absolutely.
It must be good.
And, well.
Somebody liked it.
Somebody liked it, and it's got to be interesting. I mean, it was judged on some kind of criteria amongst other films. And so that's part of it, is just selecting films that we think people are going to take a real interest in, that people walk out of the theater saying, wow, how did they do that?
So what are some of the categories for the winners? What are they going for?
The categories are the same categories that we classify the films in. So we'll have a winner in documentary, best documentary. We'll have a winner in best comedy. We'll have a winner in best horror film. We'll have a winner in animation.
So all the genres?
All the genres.
And then do you have like audience favorite or anything like that?
We are going to get to that probably next year. We have some ideas as to how we might do that, because we might actually have people vote as they're watching the film on their cell phone.
Oh, that's a great idea, because people would do that. Well,
the technology,
make sure they turn that noise off, right?
Right. Yeah. And I just
and
thought about the light.
That light. Right. Yeah. Oh, I don't know.
Oh, maybe we'll have them wait till after the film.
Yeah. There you go. But if you just make that possible, I think more people might vote rather than having to fill out a piece of paper.
The technology is.
Nobody likes to write anymore.
Sure.
They just want to press buttons.
Right. And that idea came from one of our marketing people, one of the newer members. And so this is what's great. This is what's happening with the film festival, is we're bringing in new people. We're bringing in new ideas. We're bringing in a fresh perspective. We're bringing in people who are saying, why don't we do a promotional video, 60 seconds, that runs on movie screens across Santa Clara County? hey, that makes sense.
Yeah. What a good idea.
Yeah, what a great idea.
Why did I think of that?
But it takes technology to do that, and it takes filmmaking expertise. It takes script writing expertise. And so on our marketing team, we've got filmmakers, script writers, and people who know about producing films. So that's how we got those promotional films running. I think this, as of now, we have 4 that we've completed, 4 promo videos.
Yeah, you wouldn't want your promo video to look bad for a film festival, right? This is kind of.
I got to tell you, those promo videos, we may enter them into a film festival because they are that good.
That's great. What did I not ask you? What else do you want me and the people out here to know about the Poppy Jasper Film Festival?
You know, this is one of the neat things about this, which to me is what's one of the most enchanting things about this, is that you get to see behind the scenes because we talk to the filmmakers and we ask them, how did you come up with that? How did you do this effect? We have them interviewed there after the movie shows, and you learn something about the passion that people put into these films. And in that process, what happens is that you get a sense of, wow, this is what it takes to make a film. We ask, what was your budget? We ask, where did you raise the money? How did you raise money? How did you get permission from the city to shoot that specific shot? And sometimes we find out, well, we just kind of snuck that shot in at midnight.
I hope you don't get that on tape.
Yeah, and I don't mean the city of Morgan Hill. I mean a film that was filmed, like, say, in some other community somewhere else.
Oh, wow.
And so people are very innovative in the way that they make those films, and you'll learn that from talking to them. The second thing that I think is really unique is that our audiences get a chance to interact with our special guests. And so that is really, we keep the film festival that way. We want people to be able to meet the special guests, to have a cup of coffee with them, to join them over lunch, to meet them at the film makers reception that we have. And so what it does, it gives people a close feel for the craftspeople who make films, the filmmakers themselves, the people who are experts in special effects and in graphics and editing and sound and cinematography.
I know sometimes I'll sit in the theater, and like a good example is one of these recent films. What was that one with, I'm going to just go brain dead here, but it was one where they would go into a dream state. And then plant an idea into someone's brain, and then to get them to do something when they came out of this dream state.
Oh, yeah.
And it was like a dream within a dream within a dream, and they went down all these levels, and they had this scene where this guy these people were fighting in this dream world that had lost gravity. So they're in the hallway and in the motel room and hotel room and all this stuff, and they are doing a fight scene while they're floating around in the air. And I mean, it was completely believable. And I'm like, how did they do that? You know, my brain, I could just, what did they go up in a plane? And, you know, but no, wait, then they have to have the hall. Anyway, I found out they actually did. I think they either went up in a plane or they built a whole hotel hall and room in in something they could turn the gravity off, not turn the gravity off. I think it was inside a plane. That's what it was. A big plane, and they built the hotel hall and everything. And, you know, you go up high enough and you lose gravity, but you can't stay up there very long. So just imagine how many takes that took. So just little things like that. And, you know, I'm sure the budget may be not as big for the people who submit films here, but still you have those moments of how did they ever come up with that story? How did they get that special effect? Or, you know, where is that shot? Or how did they do that lighting? You know, things like that. I'm sure it's really, I would find it really fascinating to be able to talk to the filmmakers and the people that wrote the stories, and, you know, anyway, that's why I like going.
I got to tell you this quick little story. I was sitting in a workshop last year being presented by Victor Miller, one of our special guests, and he was talking about all the blood that flowed during Friday the 13th. And I think at that time they used actually real blood. I think somebody used sheep's blood.
Really?
And somebody said, well, okay, so what do they use now? And somebody said, oh, the formula for that is like corn syrup, chocolate, and food coloring and something else. And I thought, that's how you make blood. I took my pen and I wrote down the recipe for how you make blood. I don't know that I'd ever use that, but, you know, it was so fascinating that I thought, well, this is neat.
If you spill it, you know, it tastes good.
Yeah.
What else can you tell me about Poppy Jasper as far as how to get in touch with anyone who wants to volunteer or learn more about the festival? What's the website, phone number?
The website is www.poppyjasperfilmfest.org. And if you plug the word Poppy Jasper into Google, we're one of the first things that comes up. So poppyjasperfilmfest.org.
Okay. And they can go there and, learn all about it. What can you tell me about this year's film festival?
We have got what I think is one of the best film festivals we've ever had. We've got such a variety of people coming. We've got Fiona Gubelman. Fiona's an actress, and she just had a film recently released. I understand that FX just picked up a TV show that she's going to be on.
Oh, wow.
We have Peter Lefcourt, he's a writer-producer. He's worked on Cagney Lacey, Desperate Housewives. Terry Hanauer, who's done productions of Beggars and Choosers and Zane's Sex Chronicles. And we've got Luis Valdez. For those who may remember Luis Valdez, he's the person who wrote and directed La Bamba and also Zoot Suit.
Zoot Suit, right. Yeah.
So Luis is going to be joining us, and he's also going to be giving a presentation and meeting with people afterwards.
That's great.
So that also our perennial Victor Miller, who's going to be joining us and is going to be participating in the workshop. So really, we've got a great lineup of people.
Yeah, I was going to say you have workshops, you have speakers, panel discussions as well, and workshops.
We have panel discussions. We have presentations, and then there's questions and answers afterwards, and then we have workshops. These are hands-on things where people actually can ask questions as the workshop is being presented.
So are the workshops from the filmmakers, or are the workshops something that you put on locally? You use local talent?
The workshops are done by, this year's workshops are going to be done by, I think Peter Lefcourt and Terry Hanauer are going to be conducting a workshop. Victor Miller is going to be conducting a workshop. So you're getting very well-established people who are doing some of the workshops.
Wow.
Victor Miller has won an Emmy. As a matter of fact, he's won 3 Emmys. And he's won a Screenwriter Guild Award. So here's somebody conducting a workshop that really has got a lot of talent.
Man, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And now, do you have a, what do you call it, I can't think of it, grand opening party,
Yes, we have our Friday night party. We've got 2 parties. We have one Friday night, which is an opening night party. It's a filmmaker's reception. And then we have a party on Saturday night. And these are open to the public, to people who buy tickets. And they're a chance to meet the filmmakers, a chance to meet our special guests, to mix and mingle with them, and maybe pitch a story to them. Who knows?
Oh, yeah, well, so you've got their ear. Who knows?
You've got their ear.
Might get lucky.
Right.
Where are the films going to be shown this year?
The films this year are going to be shown at Cinelux Theater. The owner of Cinelux is a friend of the Poppy Jasper Film Festival, and he's giving up at least one of his screens, possibly 2.
Wow.
For us to show films at his theater.
So there, because I know in the past you've had multiple venues.
We're trying something different this year. We wanted to have a little bit more control of the environment. Plus, we wanted to give people the full movie viewing experience, which is popcorn, soda,
right, and
being there with the crowd.
Well, I like that idea because I know in the past when it was at different venues, I had to pick, where I wanted to go. And maybe if I go there, I don't know, maybe I'll stay longer and just watch all day,
Could be. I hope you watch all day.
Goes. Well, I want to watch all day. Yeah, I'll be there. Well, you know what I thought was interesting? Now, it's not going to be downtown, but, that same, I think it's that Saturday, is the Morgan Hill Wine Stroll. What a great thing, go watch the movies and then come to downtown Morgan Hill and be a part of the wine stroll. Maybe go watch a few more movies. Who knows?
Sure, absolutely. So we plan to have a little bit of promotional stuff going on during the wine stroll. Not too much. It's their event, but at the same time, too, it's part of Morgan Hill.
Yeah. Well, you'll have posters downtown, right? So they can
Absolutely.
see and hopefully,
Absolutely.
Yeah, they can do both.
We got posters. We got brochures. These brochures are being handed out at, I think, 12 different Cinelex theaters across the greater Silicon Valley.
Oh, that's great.
So, yeah.
Oh, we should get a bunch of people then.
There you go.
Good marketing ideas.
Yeah.
That's
our marketing team.
That's
our
a good
marketing team.
committee you've got going there. Are there any changes that you see for the future of the Poppy Jasper Film Festival? Any plans?
I think one of the things that really worked this year is to get more community people involved in planning out the festival. And I think what happens from that is you get ideas that you never thought of before. And we're going to just do more of that. So we would encourage anyone that has an interest in this. We are open to ideas. We're also open to your participation. Volunteers. And I got to tell you, we are open to having people come up with ways to help us make this festival really sing with passion.
Right. Oh, I'm really proud of, having this event in Morgan Hill. I think it's a great thing. So thank you for being one of the founders and sticking with it and making it successful. And we hope everyone will come out and watch some great films.
It's been fun.
So thanks for joining me at the Arts of Morgan Hill, and thanks, Jay.
Thank you.
Appreciate it very much.
Thank you very much.